Hello again, YouTube. I thought I'd do another video on our life journey. And this video is gonna be titled, For the First Time in My Life, I Saw a Deceased Body. Yeah. One life journey came to an end at his hands, but I'll get into it. But yeah, I saw a dead body on my walking journey, and I'm in my life journey. Never seen it before, but let me tell you what happened. So I walk daily, and I'm getting more and more steps in. I'm getting stronger as I walk, and I walk millions and millions of miles because that's just what I do. I walk, and all this walking, I stumble and see a lot of things. I seen car accidents, live and in progress, found money. But this one particular day, I was walking, and this was I walk this route constantly. I have to see this route every time I walk, and I've been walking this route for years. And it's by a motel, a certain motel that I have to pass through to get to my place where I live at. And this motel, it has I like it because it's a cheap motel, but it has slogans, and it has quotes for the month. And I thought it was pretty interesting and cool. Let me see if I can recall a quote. I can't recall off the top of my head, but the quotes, they have so many, I'll get back to you on their quotes, but their quotes, it's I can't think of one right now. It's too early in my walk. But that motel I pass every day because it's close to where I live at. But I was walking, and I happened, to pass that motel, and I looked, and I was like, no way. Is this what I'm seeing? It was a guy just laying there, and it had, how when you watch those forensic file movies, or when you see any acting movie, you see that truck, that kind of body, I don't know what you call the name of it, that body where the deceased go into. Not when they in the casket, not the hearse and it like that. No, it's kind of almost like a professional truck, the way they handle the dead bodies. And I seen the truck there, and I seen this reflective body bag, and I seen the officers, and I just seen a body just laying there. And as I'm walking, they went to lift the body up, and this image will forever be in my mind, still in my mind. The arms and the legs were just dangling. It was just like limp noodles. It was just his arms, just laying there, and the legs, and I was like, oh my goodness, I was like, wow. I just stood there and froze. I was like, no way, I'm just seeing this. I'm just casually walking. Matter of fact, I was finishing my walking, and yeah, and I just froze and looked, and I was like, oh man. And I went to the officers, and I was just shocked and speechless. I was numb. I was just, even the words coming out my mouth, I just couldn't control. And I was like, is that what I'm seeing, officers? Is that? And it was like, yeah, he passed. And it was like, we hate to put it in front of the public like this, but the way the motel's set up is there's no, you have motels where you go in, you check in, you pay in. This motel is a cheap motel. All the motel rooms are kind of staged outwardly, where there's one office outside, and then all the motels are outside. So they had no way to block it, so the officers had to do what they do. They wouldn't, of course, his stuff is private. I didn't even ask, but I pass his motel daily, and so, you know, I was like, okay, officer. I was like, well, you know, appreciate what y'all do. I was thinking, well, I was like, well, I hope, you know, his family and everything's gonna be all right. But the next day I was walking, and there was a friendly lady outside the motel. I see her all the time, and I speak and say hi to this lady. So I went up to her and I asked, I was like, man, that was crazy what happened yesterday. She goes, yeah, the guy that passed committed suicide. And he wasn't a regular there, but he was, I guess his life, she was saying how his lifestyle, he was into the drugs and stuff like that. Well, he just decided to take himself out, so they had to clean that motel up and everything. But he just decided to end his life. And I was like, oh man, so unfortunate. But yeah, I saw a deceased body, and for the first time in my life, I'm about to turn 46 here in May, and I never seen it. I seen it on the TV shows, and I heard about it, but no, I saw. But to see it in person, well, you know, right now it's kind of like still kind of shocked me, but you know, it's part of life. The death is part of life, and it reminded me of that, you know. A poor guy. I hope he found his peace in the next life. You know, it could be a struggle, but I don't want to judge anybody. You know, you just do the best you can, and maybe he tried and he thought that was his solution. Poor guy. But yeah. Yeah, it's sad. But yeah, I saw in Boise, Idaho, all the walking. The more walking I do, the more I see. But yeah, I saw a deceased body. But yeah, well, I don't know a good way to end this video, but it's amazing what you see when you do a lot of walking. But hopefully your day goes well, or your night go well, and thanks for watching, and bye for now.